Hi, this is Albee Swenson. The older my children get, the more I can relate to Jochebed. Jochebed put Moses in the basket on the water and she let him go. She put him in God's hands. As much as I'd like to be a mother hen to my children all the days of their life, the truth is, at some point we have to let them go. For some of us, that occurred when our children first started daycare as an infant. And for others of us who are stay-at-home moms, that happened maybe when they started preschool or school and they were suddenly in somebody else's care for the day. When my oldest was in 3rd grade, my children started riding the bus to school. And I distinctly remember a day when school was released early due to heavy snowfall. I called the secretary at school wondering if I should quick rush out and get them. And she reminded me that the bus was heavy and it should stay on the road. And besides, the driver had all kinds of experience and training, and they were better off in his hands while I stayed at home with my young children. The older you get, and the older your children get, the more you have to let go of that control. Every time my daughter gets in the car and drives away, it's like putting her on the basket in the water and putting her in God's hands. As your children leave to go to college, you no longer are involved in the everyday decisions that you once were. You know, who they hang out with, what they eat, what they wear. That's all out of your control. Eventually you realize that really we had very little control anyway. When our children were young, we certainly didn't keep them alive through the night. We can't keep anybody breathing. That's God's job. You know, even when my children were very little, I could be right outside with them and still not be able to keep them from falling down. We are stewards. God gave us these children to care for with His guidance and the strength that He provides, but truly it's all Him. Their faith walk is all His too. We can do devotions with our kids, we can take them to church, we can send them to Christian day school or homeschool, we can send them to catechism. But really it's the Holy Spirit who creates faith and sustains faith. And thank God for that. You know, so many times in life, we need to learn to let go of the control that we think we have and hand it over to God. As we do that, and we see Him providing in ways that we couldn't provide, and giving strength and bringing our children back as they wander off, well then the glory is His, as it should be. God bless you as you study Jochebed.